So today we're going to be talking about the strategic advantage of having an embedded talent partner on your team. And with me, I have Oluwasayo. Shayo is a talent partner at CareerBuddy. Hi, Shayo. Could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi Shayo. My name is Shayo. I'm a senior um talent recruiter, talent sourcer. I've been doing this for about 4 years now. I started out um at a bootstrapped startup. Just started from scratch, just a bunch of tech guys and just thought to collaborate with a friend to build something. And, I joined them, just at the very beginning at the ideation stage. So that was a very interesting time. And from there, I just felt it was necessary to get some, just corporate experience just to see how it's done. So I moved to um, a HR consulting firm called Kimberly Ryan. I moved there, and shortly after, I joined Stanton Chase, which is a global executive search company. And I was there for almost 2 years before I then moved to CareerBuddy last year. And yeah, and I've been doing this for over 4 years, and it's been interesting.
Amazing. So, Shayo, let's start with the basics. In your opinion, who do you think an embedded talent partner is? Or what does an embedded talent partner do?
Okay. So an embedded talent partner is someone who is literally embedded into your team or your startup. So it's a bit different from the regular talent partner. So this person just literally works on a few roles that I'm talking about the talent partner now, just works on a few roles that you share. And, they solely work on that for a while. They do the job, they close out, and they move on. But an embedded talent partner is embedded into your team, is literally almost a part of your team. They are integrated into every facet of your company. They work together with hiring managers and co-founders, on a daily basis, and are solely focused on growing your team. So it's a very interesting and a very useful, would I say, option for companies who are looking to scale very quickly and to get, a good number of great talent on the team for a prolonged period of time, or something that you see or somewhere that you see your team growing into, at a very fast pace in the nearest future. So I hope that's clear.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much, Shaya, for shedding light on that. Now, my next question: what are the typical stages or milestones in a startup's journey that you would consider an embedded talent partner becoming particularly valuable? So, what are those typical stages in a startup's journey where you would say an embedded talent partner is actually valuable?
Okay, so I would definitely say that an embedded talent partner is essential for every stage or every level that a startup has grown into. So I see the benefits, even at the ideation stage, at the bootstrapping stage, at the pre-seed stage, because at that level, you need someone who really understands the company, who understands what you do, and is sort of, just gets you pretty much, and someone whose sole focus is trying to get the best person to join your team, who understands the goal and just the vision of where you want the company to go to at a very fast pace. And another intricate time that I think an embedded talent partner is also very essential is also maybe after a funding round, because after a funding round, it's expected that, you're expected to provide value and results for investors. And at that stage, you're looking for people who can sort of bring your vision to light and bring, just what you've planned out, bring somebody on board who understands you and who understands the goal to be able to ideate and implement some of those goals. So at that stage as well, I find that it's really important because we find that a lot of startups do a lot of hiring just after a funding round, and just understanding where the vision is and just getting someone who also gets it to join the company. I find that it's also a very important stage. So those are the two important stages that I think an embedded talent partner can come in.
Thank you so much, Shayo. To my next question, what advantages can a startup gain from working with an embedded talent partner? You mentioned the stages where you think an embedded talent partner joining your team is crucial. So what particular advantages do these startups have to gain by having an embedded talent partner on their team?
Yeah, definitely. So just like I said, at these two critical stages, but to be clear, you need an embedded talent partner at every stage, I believe. Just depends on, what you're trying to achieve at a particular period of time. So those two critical stages that I mentioned, these are the stages where I believe that, you need to put out a lot of results. You need to sort of just focus on productivity and just sort of showing what your company is all about and what you can do, and just creating value in general. So while everyone is working on just scaling the company, making sure that, goals are being met and objectives are, implemented, an embedded talent partner sole focus at that point should be getting the right people on board. So I believe that getting an embedded talent partner at that level helps you save time. It also helps with productivity as well, because your attention is not divided. You are not focused on trying to sort of you're not focused on hiring at that level. Someone else is, just focused on that. And knowing how stressful hiring can be, I've been doing this for 4 years and it doesn't get easy. No matter, even if I've done the same role back to back, the same role for different companies are always different, if you get what I mean. So it's never an easy thing. So it's always a great idea to find someone whose sole focus is to just get the right people on board for you. And, they're not, distracted by other roles, by other companies. So an embedded talent partner also is great because their sole focus is on you and it saves you time. It also helps you get the best person on board because they are integrated into your team. Just aside just, what they're looking for, surface value requirements of whatever talents you're looking for. There are also some intrinsic culture fits that you look for in some candidates. Some candidates may be great on paper. Technically, they might also be great, but you wouldn't really know the kind of personalities that companies are looking to hire into their team if you're not fully integrated into that team. So it saves a lot of time. It's effective. It's also more productive. It gives the company more room to do more productive things while somebody else is focused on getting the right talent into the team.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that explicit answer. So moving on, I would like to ask that what particular challenges would you say that an embedded talent partner can help startups overcome when it comes to recruiting and hiring? There are key challenges that startups face when recruiting and hiring. So what are those particular challenges that you believe an embedded talent partner can help a startup to overcome?
Okay. So first of all, I would just shed more light on how just a few other benefits that an embedded talent partner brings. So I mean, some companies or some startups will listen to this and say, I mean, I can just find, someone who does talent acquisition and just hire like a talent acquisition person on my team. So but then that's what I've just spoken about. Um, the time you would need to sort of just get that person on board, the series of interviews you would do, probably some tests as well, that's taking you a lot of time. So just knowing that, hey, I mean, CareerBuddy has a good, pool or just a good number of recruiters on the team, you're assured that you're getting really great recruiters. Number one, you're bringing somebody into your team who has had experience and who understands recruiting just on a general sense. So when the person is coming in, it's fast because you're just paying for this person to come into your team, and all they need to do is just to understand what you do, understand the dynamics of your team, and they kickstart the work and they get started. So if you're asking at this point, some of the challenges that an embedded talent partner sort of erases for startups, I would say it saves you the hassle of going through all that stress to look for, to hire somebody internally. So you're just going straight to an agency or a company like CareerBuddy, and you say, hey, can I get one of your recruiters to just hop on board and just be with me for a couple of months? We have all of these hiring to do. And then you're assured that you're getting some of the best recruiters in the town, and you're bringing them onto your team, and they join your team, and you're not worried about, hey, are they going to perform? Let me give them, just this amount of room. Let's just see if they perform. You're sure that they're going to perform. All you need to do is just sort of collaborate with them, collaborate with the hiring managers, and you kickstart hiring. So it relieves you of the stress of trying to find somebody to join your team full time. You're not obligated to have this person on board full time. And it also helps because hiring is not all the time. It's sort of periodic at some point. So getting an embedded talent partner just means that you can sort of just plan your hiring, strategy for a few months, and you get someone whose sole focus is on you and your company and just that goal to help you achieve that goal at that set period. And you know that you're just paying for those services for just a few months. And then at the end of that, so it's also very easy. It's also, would I say, more economical for companies as well. So I think that it just helps. It helps companies in that regard.
Thank you so much. That's really amazing. The saving cost and then planning your hiring for a particular period of time. Because if you are keeping a talent acquisition specialist on your team, you have to keep paying them. And, for startups, funding is a very crucial part of their planning and all of that. So having an embedded talent partner is really economical. And from what you've shared, it just proves that. So to the next question, I would ask that how do you think that an embedded talent partner can collaborate with other stakeholders, such as the founders and the leadership teams, to align recruitment strategies with the startup goals? So a startup has goals, they have milestones they want to reach. How can you, as an embedded talent partner, collaborate with key stakeholders, with the founders, with the leaders, probably even investors, to align the recruitment strategies with the startup goals?
Mm-hmm. So outside of just understanding how to recruit or how to hire, a great embedded talent partner is someone who's great at, just coming up with strategic plans and also having strategic conversations with high-level stakeholders in the company. So this is someone that, I mean, at CareerBuddy, you can be rest assured that you're getting recruiters who have had experience, even just coming together with CEOs and, investors even, who have been in high-level conversations and who have come together to sort of just, understand the goal of the company at certain periods and just understand where they come in as the recruiter and how they can sort of just get the best people on the team to achieve said goals. So at CareerBuddy, you can be assured that you're getting recruiters who are not just focused on, someone gives you a role, you work on the role, you call it a day. So we have, good recruiters on the team who, aside just recruiting, have spoken with clients, have spoken to key stakeholders in various startups and helped them understand, just what they need at certain periods. Because we find that some clients or some startups would have, just an idea or a fiction of what they think they need for a role at a time, at a particular period. But it's now dependent on the recruiter working on the role to say, hey, this isn't feasible in the market. You wouldn't find this. For where I think that your company is going and where I think that you're trying to get to, I believe that you should look for so thing in a certain candidate or in certain talents. So these are the sort of recruiters or talent partners that you will get at CareerBuddy. So it's important for embedded talent partners who join any company for a specified period of time to have experience in coming together with key stakeholders and companies and having high-level conversations with them, helping them understand why the best talent or why specific talents are the best for where the company is trying to get to. And I think that that's also a key part of getting an embedded talent partner on your team.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Shayo. And finally, I would just like to ask you to share some examples or success stories highlighting the positive impact of having an embedded talent partner in a startup from your own experience or from other people's experience, but something you have witnessed firsthand, success stories or examples highlighting that positive impact that having an embedded talent partner in a startup can do.
Okay, awesome. Right. So I'm currently an embedded talent partner for one of our clients based in Dubai. And I've been doing this. I've been with them since October. So I think that the first success story, I would say, is being able to retain, the relationship and maintain the relationship with them outside of the 2 months trial period that we were given. So this was supposed to be a contract for just 2 months. So I think they wanted to just test us out, see if the model works and just see if, this method is as effective as we make it out to seem. So I joined them in October, and I think we were supposed to close out on 3 roles. I closed out on those 3 roles within the first week of the second month. And we saw that there was still time. And before I knew it, some of the other roles that he had, they shared with me. And we've been collaborating together ever since. And we are still maintaining that partnership till now. So I can say that as of now, I've closed out on over 12 roles with this client, and we're still working on roles together till now. They definitely see the value. They see that, it's faster, it's quicker. They're not stressed about, having to, maintain to pay me, in quotes, as they would pay someone if they had onboarded someone on the team. I got into the team, started out I started out, immediately pretty much because it's hiring. It's something I already do. So I just needed to be integrated into the team. Who do I speak to? Who are the hiring managers? What's the role about? Understanding what the company does and all of that. And it's been an interesting journey so far. And I think that another thing that just makes the whole thing very rewarding is just seeing the talent that have come onto the team and just seeing how great they've been doing. One role in particular makes me really happy. So I hired someone for the content marketing associate role. And we all know that every talent that comes onto the team is supposed to, just return some value. But this person has been really great so far, to the point where, they write articles, they write blogs, and they write all of these things online about the company. And we've just seen, just that awareness that wasn't really there before this person joined, which was the key thing that the company was looking for at the time. They felt, they were doing good work. They were getting some clients, just by referral and all of that. But they felt, they needed more visual. People should know them more. The brand needs more recognition. And this person came on the team, understood, what needed to be done. And so far, we've just seen some exponential growth. We see people talking about the company now. The company is getting invited to some very high level startup, events. And it's just been really rewarding just seeing some of the accolades that the company has been getting based on the content this person churns out. So that's just something that has always just made me happy. Every other role is important and we see the value in the company. But I guess maybe this one is just more out there. So that makes me happy whenever I see some of the comments that we get from this person's work. So those are just some of the rewarding things that, I've seen so far.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shaya, for sharing that wonderful example. And thank you so much for taking our time, to join today's call and just expatiate on how getting an embedded talent partner on your team can prove really useful for your startup. You've shared some really key challenges that an embedded talent partner can help overcome, and even how they can collaborate with key stakeholders. You've also shared some of the advantages of having an embedded talent partner, and so far it has been really enlightening and insightful. So thank you so much for your contribution and thank you for your time. If you are listening and you're wondering how you can get an embedded talent partner on your team, CareerBuddy has a subscription-based hiring, which is a subscription-based recruitment service where you have a full-time in-house recruiter, an embedded talent partner, without the full-time costs. And this model is best suited for companies hiring more than twice a month and those anticipating steady hiring, just like Shaya has mentioned that a startup can plan their hiring for a few months. And if you know that you're going to have steady hiring at some point, you could just hire an in-house recruiter. You could hire an embedded talent partner to join your team without the full cost. And, it comes with a dedicated, experienced talent partner. And, there's internal communication with the hiring managers on your team to report progress, schedule meetings. And there's also external communication with candidates to ensure that you have an outstanding candidate experience. They help you to schedule your interviews, and all of the data that is gotten are for you to keep. So there are no success fees for this service, no placement fees, and there are no hidden charges. And if you'd like to find out how to go about this, you can visit www.thecareerbuddy.com or send an email to lele@thecareerbuddy.com. We'll leave the details to that in the description, wherever you find the description. Thank you once again, Shayo, for taking our time to join us today.
Thank you, Shayo.
Yeah, so until next time, bye.